We will be slowly starting. Connect the inner feet together, soles of the feet touch, and the knees are open wide. If this is not super comfortable, you can always place pillows underneath your knees or pillows underneath your seat. It will help you to sit higher. And hold your shins on ankles or ankles. Close your eyes and let's tap into our breath from here. Breathing through the nose. Picture the breath moving from the nose all the way down. And then all the way up. Breathe in, get taller, find length across the spine. And as you breathe out, find engagement in lower belly. It's like lifting the pelvic floor up. Stay connected to this root energy and keep lengthening the spine with every inhale a little bit more, as though you are decompressing the spine, creating more room between each vertebra. And here with eyes closed, let's set intention together for new month, for May. I am an open channel to creative energy. I am a beautiful soul that radiates a vibrant energy and a beautiful form. All is well in the mind and body. Everything I need is within me. When you are ready, open your eyes and take a triangle shape with your hands like this, thumbs and indicate fingers touch, and place it onto your lower belly. So this is the center of the sacral chakra. You can imagine an orange color glowing in this area. This is the seat of our sensual energy, femininity, sensuality, sexuality, and creativity. The element of this chakra is water. And then slowly open your eyes, send the hands onto your knees, and already let's start with some flowing motions from side to side, right and left. Remember, nothing forced today. The hips will open if you will ask nicely to open. Do not stress the hips, do not push too hard. And then slide the hands onto your shins or ankles and breathing like a cow pose, just forward, shoulders back, head a little bit up. And breathe out round the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the tail. Let's keep moving several times like this. You can even close your eyes and get more into the feelings. Train this sensuality in your practice, tapping into the feelings behind the motion. Couple more times. Each time you breathe in, broaden across the chest. Each time you breathe out around the spine, move backward towards your sacrum. One last time. And then sit tall, join the knees in front of you, take the legs behind your seat and step into all fours. Still staying with very flowing motion. Breathe in, push the hands towards the ground. Remember not to dump your weight onto the shoulders. Rather, elongate the arms, push the hands down and find a gentle lift through the shoulders. Breathe in, long neutral spine. And as you breathe out, child pose, hips to heels, lower the forehead down. Let's flow like this. Few more times. Breathe in forward, long spine, elongate. And breathe out to the child pose, hips to heels. Couple more like this. Keep moving with the breath, so that the breath is a super important component of your movements. One last time, elongate the spine, neutral spine. And then hips to heels. Come back into all fours. And now sway your hips to the left. Take a look to the left. Stay here, one more cycle of breath. Stretch the right side body. And then sway your hips to the right. Take a look to the right. Breathe deeply. Come back to the center and let's start to create the circles. Hips to the left and then a little bit forward. Hips to the right. A little bit backward, back into all fours. 2 more times like this. Hips to the left, slightly forward, hips to the right, and then back into all fours. 1 more time. Keep creating your circle, inviting this water element, and then reverse to the other direction. Hips to the right, forward. If you feel very open, maybe flirt a little bit with cobra or upward dog, and then move kind of like to child pose. If this is way too much at the beginning, stay with your small circles instead. Nothing rushed. And after third time, finish and all fours. Now lift your right knee. I will be lifting my left, but only so that you can see well. Lift your right knee off the ground. Remember, do not collapse in your shoulders. Push the ground away and start to create circles with your right knee. So right leg is moving into the circle, big ones. And then reverse to the other direction. Stay steady in your spine. Now elongate the right leg behind you, strong hamstrings. Exhale, shift your weight forward and try to do a little bit of chaturanga, not too much. Bend the elbows backward, shift the heart forward. Inhale, come back, up, elongate the arms. Exhale, right knee towards your nose, round the spine. Breathe in, kick the right leg behind. Exhale, chaturanga, just a little bit, not too much. Breathe in, elongate your arms. Exhale, right knee taps towards your nose. Breathe in, elongate your right leg behind, and this time step the right foot forward between your hands. Breathe in, lift your arms up. And hips are allowed to fall a little bit lower. Lengthen the spine. Keep breathing consciously, so every breath in is opportunity to get longer. Exhale, bend your elbows and offer your heart even more up. Find this openness across the ribs. And then stretch your arms up. Exhale, drop the hands down and straight your right leg. Point your right toes up towards your face and maintain long spine. Push the right side of hips slightly backward. Press down through the right heel. As often as you remember to, picture a long line throughout the spine. So of course you have S-curve in your spine, but imagine you are lengthening throughout the S-curve. At the same time, keep lordosis in your lower spine, shooting your sitting bones backward. And then bend your right knee again, slide your right forearm onto your right thigh. Left arm reaching up, inhale. Exhale, tilt your left arm to the right side, stretch the left side body. Breathe in prana, the life force towards left side lungs, left side ribs. Reach both arms up, inhale. Exhale, drop the hands down to frame the right foot. Lift your left knee off the ground, empower the left leg. Stay for one cycle of breath here. Then take both arms to the inside of the right leg. Walk your hands towards the back of the mat. Open your left foot to the outside and lower to Skandasana. It's only the beginning, so stay with support of your hands. We will have 2 Skandasanas today, so there will be chance to deepen it later on. If this is tough, of course, you can be higher. Stay strong through the right leg and maybe also point your right toes up towards the ceiling. And now walk forward towards the front foot. Prepare your feet for high lunge. Stay on the tops of your feet, on the toes of your feet in left foot. And when you are ready, lift up for high lunge. Strong legs. Lean forward so you can create a diagonal shape. Strengthen your back, biceps by the ears. Take 2 cycles of breaths. And we will finish in chair pose. So just step the left foot to the right, knee stays bent, lift your chest a bit higher, arms higher, shift your weight onto the heels. And stay 2 more cycles of breath. Maybe you can drop the hips a little bit lower, shifting your arm bones more backward. And then move to Tadasana, then mountain pose. Release your hands down. Take a cycle of breath in between. And let's stay in motion. Breathe in, arms up, open. Exhale, fold down, keep openness across the chest. Breathe in, halfway lift. And this time, press the hands down. We will do vinyasa like this. Step your feet back, lower your knees down. Breathe in, open to the cow pose. So we modify vinyasa. Breathe out, knees, chest, chin. Hug the elbows in, chest and chin to the floor. Breathe in, come back into cow pose. Open the front body. Breathe out, round to the cat pose. Tuck the chin to the chest. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, neutral spine in all fours. And now lift the left knee up and start to create circles with the left knee. Stay steady in your spine, strong in your shoulders. And reverse the circle to the other direction. And extend the left leg backward, engage the left hamstrings, glutes. Breathe in here. And on breathe out, shift your heart forward, bend your elbows, maybe a little bit more in Chaturanga. Breathe in, come back into all fours and left knee towards your nose on your breathe out. Breathe in, extend the leg behind, prepare. Exhale, bend your elbows backward, shift your heart forward. Breathe in, elongate your arms. Breathe out, nose to knee, round the spine. Breathe in, lengthen the left leg behind, and this time step the left foot forward between your hands. Lift your arms up. Low lunge, hips a little bit more forward. Squeeze right side glutes for stability. Keep magnetizing the feet towards each other. Next time you exhale, bend your elbows and offer your heart up. So much space, making room. Soften your face, make it feels good. Lengthen your arms up again. And this time drop your arms down, lengthen your left leg. And of course, if this is tricky, bend your left knee even a lot if you need it. You can always place your hands onto the blocks. Maintain long spine. Picture this lengthening with every breath in. Gently tuck the chin in so that you can maintain long back of the neck. In yoga, it will be super important nowadays to always train this motion to drag the head a little bit backward, ears above your shoulders line. And then bend your left knee again, slide your left forearm onto the left thigh, right arm reaching up, breathe in, breathe out, tilt your body to the left. Right side body getting longer. Fire your glutes for support. Keep energy between your feet and between inner thighs. Climb back up, both arms reaching up. Exhale, frame your left. Lift your right knee up, stay for one cycle of breath in runner's lunge. Engage your right leg and then walk your hands towards the back foot. Open the right toes to the outside, take Skandasana. Maybe it's halfway like I'm doing, or maybe you feel that you can go completely into the flexion of the right knee, going lower. Both options are correct. Focus on your left leg. It's morning, so for sure the inner legs are not so awake yet. Brief space there, making room little by little. Walk forward, all 10 toes forward. Prepare your legs and then lift when you are ready into high lunge. Let's find this diagonal form, reaching the heart more forward so that right leg or your torso and your arms are creating one long line. Biceps by the ears. And when you are ready, step the right foot forward into chair pose. Bend your knees a little bit more. Shift some weight onto the heels as well. Shift your arm bones backward. 2 more cycles of breath. Fierce pose, Utkatasana. Straight your legs and open the hands into Tadasana. Breathe in, lift your arms all the way up. And as you breathe out, twist to the right, left arm forward, right arm back. Maybe also look behind you. Exhale. Inhale, return to center, both arms up. Exhale, turn to the left, look behind the left shoulder. One cycle of breath here. And as you breathe in, both arms up. Exhale, fall down, keep opening your chest as you diving down to your legs. Breathe in, halfway lift, hands on your shin bones. Exhale, step back and lower your knees again down. Breathe in, open to the cow pose. Breathe out, knees, chest, chin. Hug the elbows in, chest and chin on the floor. Breathe in, lift up for cow. Exhale, round the spine to the cat shape. Stay in your all-fours. Extend right leg behind you, but this time right toes on the ground. And start to roll forward and back few times. Stretch the right calf. Then step your right foot outside the right hand. Lift your back knee. Step the left foot outside the left hand and find Malasana. This is like the most important pose when we practice for the second chakra, for lower belly. This is the pose where you can relax your pelvic floor, the muscles at the lowest of your belly. So we will stay here for 3 more breaths. Try to create balance between your toes and your heels, knees open wide, long spine as long as you can make it. Next time as you breathe out, squeeze the feet towards each other and lift yourself up with strong legs, strong glutes. Breathe in, both arms up. Breathe out, hands onto the waistline, parallel your feet. Breathe in, open up across the chest. And breathe out, fold down, ragdoll fold. Hold your elbows with opposite hand and sway a little bit right, sway a little bit left. Head as heavy as you can make it. Neck soft and supple. Hands onto the shin bones, lengthen for halfway lift, and one more forward fold heel. Step right onto your hands, slide the hands underneath your feet. Of course, knees are allowed to bend a little bit. Try to take your toes towards the wrist creases. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold down towards the legs. Each time you exhale, notice this vacuuming energy in your belly. It's as though you are swelling your pelvic floor up, strengthening that area. Every inhale, you find release. Allow the inhales to energize you and exhales to ground you. And free your fingers forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands onto the waistline. Inhale, climb all the way up. Point your elbows back, lift your heart up. Exhale, release the hands alongside your torso. One more flow like this. Breathe in, arms up, lengthen. Breathe out, fold down. Nose towards your knees, relax the neck. Breathe in, halfway lift, tuck the chin gently in, shoulders away from your ears, and then step back right onto your knees. For a last time, we will modify our vinyasa. Inhale to cow pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, move back into the cow pose. Exhale, cat shape, round the spine, chin to chest, tuck the tail. Inhale, return to neutral spine, extend the left leg behind you, tuck the left toes underneath the left heel, and start to sway a little bit back and front, back and front. Now step the left foot outside the left hand, hops. Lift your back knee and step the right foot outside the right hand. Again, come back to Malasana. Maybe this time you can reach your arms up. If this is way too much for you, keep your hands in front of your heart. Take your time. If you are higher with your bump, that's okay, don't worry. 2 more cycles of breath, chin gently tucked. Equal weight between the heels and toes, knees open wide. And next time you exhale, squeeze the feet towards each other to engage the legs and lift yourself up. Inhale, lengthen even more. Exhale, release the hands alongside your torso, Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's create a longer sequence. Breathe in, both arms up. Exhale, fold down, long spine, chin to chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step through vinyasa, any vinyasa you like. It can be chaturanga, but if you wish, you can modify it. Anything that is symmetric is very welcome. Breathe in, open. So every day you need to listen intently, especially to the shoulders, what they are saying to you when you do vinyasa flow. Find your downward dog and then lift your right foot up. Three-legged dog, bend your right knee, and again start to create circles, waking up the sacral energy, moving around the hips. Paint one more big circle with your right knee, and then hug the right knee towards your chest as you step the right foot forward between your hands. Ground the left heel down and lift your arms up. Only 2 cycles of breaths in Warrior One. So for one more cycle, touch the sky with the fingers. Exhale, lower down to Humble Warrior. Interlace the fingers on the way and take your chest to the inside of your right thigh. Relax the head, release the neck. Keep energy between your feet. Let's open to warrior two. Circle your left arm forward, up and around. Find open warrior two. Open across the hips. Also here, keep squeezing the feet towards each other. Get into the strength of your root and lower belly chakra, like lifting the energy from the floor up towards the ceiling. Drishti on one point. And straight your right leg. Take your hands onto the waistline. Open both toes to the outside. And when you are ready, bend your knees. Knees bend into the same direction as second and third toe. So try not to take your knees to the inside. Keep them widely open. And now start to tap your weight to one side and then the other. Just swaying, finding this water element, moving like water. 2 more breaths. Looks like something soft and gentle, but it's also a hard work. Bend your left knee, repeat Skandasana. Maybe this time you can go onto the left leg. Maybe this time you can go a little bit lower and spread your arms open if it feels good. If not, you can repeat the same we did before with the hands in front of us. Soften the neck. Or right or left, doesn't matter. The next time if you will did wrong direction, you can move to the other. So let's move through the center of the legs to the right, parallel your feet. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. And breathe out, fold to wide-legged forward fold. Each time as you exhale, tune into the energy of the sacral chakra, Svadhisthana, finding the strength at the lower belly. Each time you breathe in, find the new sources of energy floating your body, energizing you, but also calming you. The breath, it's an amazing tool to calm your mind. Stretch the heart forward, halfway lift, and then walk forward to finish with vinyasa. Any flow you like, including three-legged flow if you feel ready, or you can also place your knees down if you prefer, cat and cow. Breathe in, find openness across the heart, squeeze the glutes, and breathe out, we meet in downward facing dog. Second side, left leg up, bend your left knee, point your left knee skyward, and start to create circles with your left knee. Find your breath. Now tap your left knee towards your chest as you step the left foot forward between your hands. Ground your right heel back. Breathe in to warrior one. Only 2 cycles of breath. So as you inhale, lengthen the arms so much as though you are touching the sky. And as you exhale, lower down into your humble warrior. Staying here for a while. Make sure that the left hip is not shifting outward. Keep the left hip in, so a little bit towards the right side and backward. Soften the back of the neck. Lift yourself up for warrior two. Circle your right arm forward, up and around. Dare to find the drishti point as quickly as you can. Everything works powerfully at the lower body, but your shoulders are soft, arms elongated, neck soft, and your jaw soft. Straight your left leg, open both feet to the outside. Take your hands onto the waistline, lengthen first, and then bend your knees into the goddess pose, hands onto your thighs. And this time, roll your right shoulder forward, look behind the left shoulder, exhale. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, roll to the right, look behind the right shoulder. Inhale, center, one more time. Exhale, twist to the left, keep energy between your feet, squeezing the heels towards each other. Exhale to the other side. And then through center, I dare you to stay for a moment, to tip right and left only a few times. Feel the power in lower belly, in your thighs. We are just for a moment here. You can do it. And now bend into the right knee to Skandasana. And you can deepen it this time if you wish. Maybe the arms will be splitted. Find connection to long breaths. Hands down to the ground. Walk your hands to the left and parallel your feet. Breathe in, halfway lift, chest forward, and breathe out, fold again. Maybe this time you can walk your fingers a little bit more backwards towards the left edge of the mat. As always, knees can be bent. Try to maintain long spine. Long, satisfying breath. Hands forward, lengthen your spine, inhale. Exhale, walk towards the front of the mat and clear it out with vinyasa, any flow you like. Breathe in, breathe out, lower down, strong core. Breathe in, open up, heart up, shoulders back. And breathe out to downward facing dog. Stay here about 3 cycles of breath. Push the shoulders towards your ears. Keep pressing your fingers down. And then lower your knees down. Split your knees a little bit wider than yoga mat. And get your hips to heels. Stay in this child pose. Maybe add some swaying motions so that the pelvis, your hips are moving right and left. And then breathe in, peek forward, return to all fours. Tuck the toes under, exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, step or hop forward between your hands, lengthen your spine out. Exhale, fold down towards the legs. Inhale, reach all the way up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands through the heart. Let's start next sequence from the top of the mat. Lift your left knee up and hold your left knee with your left hand. This is the first option. If you wish, you can hug your big toe and extend the leg. Do yours. Nothing rush, no performance about it. It's only you and your body and good feelings. When you are ready, start to open your left knee or left leg to the left and gaze slightly to the right. Find one drishti point to look at. Squeeze the right side glutes to steady you. And then come back with left leg. This time bend your left knee, everybody. Hands onto the heart. And then step through warrior three. Warrior three for a moment into high lunge. Bend your right knee, step your left foot to the back of the mat. Lift your arms up, and this time open your arms wide. Reach your heart up, open across the chest. Broaden across your ribs, send room into the heart space. And then briefly through warrior two, so it's only the transition, ground your left heel down, open your arms wide, and then straight the right leg, extend your right arm over the head, stretch the right side body. Slide your left hand down the left leg even more. Now maintain this length on the right side as you start to open to Trikonasana A. So right hand down the right shin, left arm reaching up, lengthen both on the right side of the body. So sometimes what might happen is that we collapse in the right side body and squeeze it. But in Trikonasana, you aim to keep lengthening through the left and right side equally. Long neck, chin tucked a little bit in, shoulders down and back, open hips. And now bend the right knee, move into peaceful warrior for one single breath in. So find the peaceful warrior, third reaching up. And on your exhale, circle your arms down, left hand stays on the mat, right arm reaching up. And one option, you can hang around here in twist. Or if you love hard opening wild thing, you can step the right foot outside the left leg. Left heel stays on the mat, right toes pressing down and then open across the chest into the wild thing. If this is not possible, just hang around in lunge because in one more cycle of breath, we will meet in vinyasa. So one more breathe in. And then as you breathe out, roll down, right hand down, right foot steps back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, heart opens, shoulders down and back, squeeze the blades in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step or hop forward between your hands, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold down, nose to knees. Inhale to rise up, press down through your feet, lift up through the spine. Exhale, release your hands. Second side, lift your right knee up, hold your knee. If you feel opened enough, then stretch the right leg forward. Shoulders down and back so that the shoulder stays on the sockets. So you are not shifted forward in your shoulders. Stay strong in your shoulder girdle. And when you are ready, right leg to the right, gaze slightly to the left. Use this left side of the butt cheek to find a balance and make sure that the hips are not shifted leftward. So keep your hips leveled. Don't worry if you are losing balance for a moment. Come back to the center. Bend your right knee, hands to the heart. And let's flirt with warrior three. So just passing, extend the right leg behind you, heart forward. And now step your right foot to the back of the mat. Reach your arms up, high lunge. Open your arms wide. Bring openness across the chest. Breathe with pleasure so that every breath in feels like a tasty water, like a drinking water. Circle your arms to warrior two, right arm to the right, ground the right heel, left arm to the left. And immediately straight your left leg, left arm over the head, slide your right hand down the right leg, stretch the left side. The left shoulder is allowed to lift a little bit because this is a very natural movement for the body when we reach for something to lift the scapula, the shoulder up. Keep this openness on your left side as you roll down to Trikonasana, a triangle shape, left hand down the left shin or ankle or floor, right arm up, Picture your long spine. Every breath in, you are getting taller from tail to crown. Every breath out, find stability, firmness, groundness at the belly. Let's take one single breathing in Peaceful Warrior. So bend your left knee, left arm reaching up, one full breath in, find your deepest. And then roll your arms down, right hand down to the floor, lift your right heel up, twist your left arm to the left. One option, stay here. Second option, step the left foot to the left, outside the right leg. Left toes pressed down, open across the chest. Wild thing, Chamatkarasana. And then roll it down, left hand down, left foot steps back, high plank. Exhale, lower down, elbows in, bend your elbows backward. Breathing open across the chest, shoulders down and back. And breathe out to downward facing dog. Find one more cycle of breath. And then place your knees down to the ground. Lower onto your belly. You can move through half chaturanga or full chaturanga. And then send your arms backward, interlace the fingers. Breathe in, lift your chest off the ground, lift your shoulders, and keep sending your arm bones backward. Press the tops of your feet down to the mat, press the pubic bone down, engage the glutes, engage between your thighs, and lift your chest even higher. And then release your hands down, release one cheek down and listen to the heartbeats. Allow the heart to slow down. One more time, interlace the fingers. Maybe this time, if you wish, you can lift your chest, shoulders, and also legs off the ground. Staying for 3 cycles of breath. Find the openness. And then release the other cheek. Maybe sway the hips right and left. Preparing for third back bend. And the option to be more flowing if you like. We will bend the knees. And if you can, hold your ankles. So if this is not possible to hold from the inside, from the big toe side, then hold from outside. I like to hold from inside because it provides us external opening around the shoulders. If you are somebody who suffers from this pose, because I know it's a deep back bend, then just take the Sphinx instead and stay with your Sphinx. If you are okay, maybe you can kick into the hands and lift a little bit higher. Bow pose, Dhanurasana. Shoulders back, squeeze the glutes, parallel your knees. And if it feels good, use your breath to sway forward and back. If it doesn't feel good, stay where you are. I know for some it feels amazing, but for some not so much. So take your option. And if it feels good, maybe even rocking right and left. Take your time. If you feel like you would like to stay at some point with some shape, then stay. And we will meet together with our hands in front of the head and relax your forehead onto the hands. Sway your hips right and left. After back bends, we will do some twist so that it will feel refreshing for our lower spine. So climb onto your Sphinx, onto the forearms. And now reach your right knee towards the right elbow. Send your left hand underneath the armpit to touch the knee. And then twist your right arm to the right. Stay in the twist. It doesn't matter if your right arm is not touching the mat. Focus more on lower body right now. And then return back to the center, back onto your forearms. And now left knee reaching towards the left elbow. Right arm sneaking underneath your left armpit to touch the opposite knee. And when you are ready, extend your left arm to the left. Return back to the center. Now take your hands towards your breastbones. Breathe in, prepare. Breathe out, push the ground away. Move towards your knees. And now roll your shin bones over to one side and sit on your butt. Extend your legs forward. Separate the feet as wide as your hips. Breathe in, arms up, bend your knees a little bit, toes pointed towards your face. Breathe out, maintain long spine as you go only halfway forward. Keep long spine. Breathe in, reach your arms up. Breathe out, forward, a little bit in diagonal way. Maintain long spine. One last time, breathe in, arms up, long spine. And this time, keep your belly on your thighs, lower your arms onto the shins, ankles, or feet, and relax the head down. Of course, if you feel ready, you can slide your heels more forward, making more straight legs. But if you prefer to stay with bent knees, stay with bent knees. Visualize your sitting bones pointed backward, toes pointed towards your face. Close your eyes for a moment. Get into the feelings. And lift yourself back up, hands behind your bump, bend your knees, breathe in, lift your hips up, and start to pulse here. Exhale, hips higher and lower. Higher, exhale and lower. Keep pulsing like this, up and down, up and down. Finding energy in lower two logs. And then lower your hips down, find Navasana. Extend your arms forward, keep your shins parallel to the ground. It's another amazing pose for Svadhisthana chakra as we are rooting down through the sitting bones and finding this gentle lift, like lifting of energy through the lower belly to extend the spine. 3 more breaths, stay long across the spine. Picture that you are drawing the energy from the ground through the lower belly up towards the crown. One last vinyasa, cross your shin bones, roll forward through the legs, send your legs back, inhale high plank, exhale lower down chaturanga. Inhale, lift up open heart, exhale to downward facing dog. Drop your knees down to the ground, shift your shin bones to one side and sit down again. Knees in front of you, knees are bent, hands behind us, fingers pointed forward. Exhale, lift your hips again. Inhale here, exhale, right knee towards your nose. The hips are allowed to drop a little bit. Take one more cycle of breath, nose to knee. And then extend your right leg up, flex the right foot. Kick the hips even higher. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh and lower your seat down. Lower onto your forearms and then all the way down, lengthen the spine. Bring the figure four legs in towards your chest. Slide your right arm between your thighs, left arm outside the left leg. Maybe you can hold your left shin. If this is way too much, hold your left inner thigh. And as you exhale, head up, nose towards your left knee. Squeeze this shape a little bit, as though you are a tiny ball. Right foot flexed, left foot relaxed. One more cycle of breath. As you breathe out, find maximum, squeeze it in. And now keep your legs like this, just lower the head down and take several more breaths. Drop your left foot down, finish the crossing of your legs. So right thigh on the left, crossing completely. Now shift your hips a little bit to the right and take your legs to the left. Twisting one more time. This time maybe the right shoulder can be more grounded. If it doesn't touch the ground, it's okay, but keep it heavy. Use your breath to massage the inner organs. And then move back to the center. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Rock a little bit right and left. And then back and front. Few times back and front. You can roll to sit even, and then back and front. At least 2 more times. If this is too much, stay on your back and keep rolling back and front like this. And after last time, come back to seated pose. Hands behind us, knees bent. Lift your hips off the ground. Take inhale, prepare. Exhale, left knee towards your nose. Hips drop a little bit. Take one more cycle of breath here. Then extend your left leg, flex your left foot, lift your hips higher. Squeeze it in and up. And then cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Very good job. Lower your hips and then lower onto your forearms first and then all the way down. Left arm between your thighs, right arm outside the right leg. Hug your legs in. And when you are ready, lift your head up, squeezing the head towards the legs. Keep your legs, but lower the head down. And about 3 more cycles of breath, but no rush. Make this breath long. And when you are ready, drop your right foot down, finish the crossing of your legs, thigh on thigh, hips a little bit to the left, and then drop your knees to the right. Ground the left shoulder down, or just keep reaching towards the floor. And then move back to the center, finishing with Baddha Konasana, sleeping butterfly. Join the soles of your feet together, knees open wide. And again, as we did at the beginning, create a petite triangle with your thumbs and index fingers and place it on your lower belly. You can visualize an orange color glowing at your lower belly, below your belly button level, opening the gate to our creativity, sensuality, femininity, sexuality, and sensuality. Eyes closed. Let's stay here for about 30 more seconds. Tune into your creative power to unleash the fertile field of ideas that each of us houses. And the second chakra is also the seat of relationships and connection. Also, connection to yourself. And where else better, like in Shavasana, in the final relaxation, to feel this connection of body, soul, mind all together at its strongest. So if you are ready, if you wish, you can slide to Shavasana now. If you feel like you would like to stay longer in your sleeping butterfly, of course, go ahead. By all means, use blankets if you feel cold. And I know it's rainy in Geneva today. So make yourself feel cozy. And we will stay for a few last minutes in final relaxation. Make yourself feel at home in your body. It's super important to feel good, right, with yourself. And in connection to the second chakra, when you are comfortable and flowing easily in your own being, then relationships are healthy and highlighted and very, very satisfying. There is nothing else for you to do. Only receive the practice. So the palms open up in the gesture of receiving, finding balance, harmony, and coherence. Also, before we will move into silence, repeating our mantra for the 1st of May, I am an open channel to create energy. I am a beautiful soul that radiates a vibrant light, and I'm a beautiful form. All is well in mind and body. Everything I need is within me. I am an open channel to creative energy. I am a beautiful soul that radiates a vibrant energy and light. And I'm a beautiful form. All is well in mind and body. Everything I need is within me. And I will hold you here with these words for a few more minutes in silence. And then I will wake us up. If you do feel well and satisfied to wake up, then please do start to move. Otherwise, if you feel like staying longer in Shavasana, of course do. Wake up the body, stretch your limbs, roll the head. Perfect. And when you are ready, return to your seated position, combining the hands together on the heart in Namaste. And let's finish with the VAM today. So it's WAM. M so that we can sing the mantra of the second chakra. So instead of Om, it's simply Vam. If you wish to join me, join me. Otherwise, if you don't feel confident to sing, you can always kind of like resonate it in your head or just making the sound instead. But I encourage you, if you wish, singing Vam on exhale. So take a full inhale through the nose. And then opening eyes if they are not opened yet. Namaste. Thank you very much. Dziękuję. And enjoy the weekend.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you very much. Hope you will stay in the Zen mood and relax.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you, thank you. Have a good day with some warm tea or pudding, because I know it's rainy today. And also in Geneva, I am correct, yes?
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah,
very good.
it's exactly the same in Poland right now. I just quick information. Next Saturday, I have a wedding and I won't be able to teach. So I will, of course, give you a note via email and on Facebook group, but just to make a short notice that next Saturday, yeah, I won't be able to be here. Okay, perfect. See you next time.
Okay, thank
Bye.
you. Bye. Bye.
Bye bye.